Welcome back to the Louisville Bulls franchise on Madden 24. It's time to play a Monday Night Football after last week's incredible Sunday Night Football game where it came down to the final few seconds. But today we play the Cincinnati Bengals. At home, they will be wearing their all-white uniforms. We'll be wearing our alternate uniforms. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to watch football. It is Monday Night Football. See you guys at halftime for the stat check.
Back in Week 9, the Bengals lost a thriller in the first matchup against the Bulls. Can Louisville do it again? Find out next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Bulls of Louisville. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Gun.
Right to the air is Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
11, Thomas.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 65 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the move to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Shifts by at the 15, and he goes across the 20 to the 22. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his man sharp, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
11, MT, take 12.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here now a third down and 8.
11, Thomas. 12. 11.
Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
13. Yo.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
11-90.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Gun.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Louisville offense back out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running.
And this time he is in. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Louisville offense back out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle? Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. In trouble, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So
End of the first half, and we are knotted at 10 here in Louisville on Monday Night Football. The 10-2 Bulls and the 7-5 Bengals are tied at 10 as we head towards the second half of play. Burrow 13 of 16, 1 touchdown, 190 through the air. Jackson 5 of 10, 103, 2 picks. Edwards-Helaire 7 for 30 and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins is out for the rest of the game after the injury. And Travion Henderson 3 rushes for -4 yards. Jackson 2 for 45. And Burrow 2 for 28. Receiving wise for the Bulls, Zay Flowers leads in receptions, while Bateman leads in receiving yards. So we'll see what happens, and if the Bulls and the Bengals will make this a heck of a game, or if the Bulls will finally pull their heads out of their booties and blow them out like they should. Let's take you back to the second half of tonight's game.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 17. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Still 3rd down.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down. Here's Burrow. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll find Jones again, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, and now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire gets around him, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, but our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 35 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing, Jackson finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Jackson rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
On 2. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
On 1, ready?
And they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
And that, folks, will sadly put this game to rest. The Bulls will lose their first game since the San Francisco game a week before the bye week. Cincinnati upsets Louisville 30-27 with a late touchdown. And I guess I probably should have put J.J. McCarthy in as Jackson went 10-20, 191 and 3 interceptions. Granted, defense came up huge with the 1 pick six. Edward Solaire 21 for 122 and 2 touchdowns. Travion Henderson had 9 for 107 and 2 scores both. Main score being that 97-yard touchdown.
For their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Fall to 10-3.
Meanwhile, for Louisville, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
Playoff hopes are staying alive right
next
here.
week.
Well, we'll go check the playoff bracket heading into week number 4. Heading into week 15. Blake Form somehow earned enough everyone to put it to receiving back. But we play the Lions next, folks. Playoff picture. We're still a number 1 seed. The Bengals are now creeping in here at a 7 seed. So we would have a chance if they were to upset the Bills in the play. If the season ended today, if they upset the Bills, they would play us in the AFC divisional round. What? I don't think that's good. Again, final score from Louisville on Monday Night Football: Cincinnati 30, Louisville 27. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you have a good day. We'll see you next time for this game. You see on your screen right now: Louisville versus Detroit.